Venus in astrology explained occult symbolism and deeper truth. In the early history of mankind, planets were regarded as human beings connected with daily life, influencing man's existence in some mysterious way and controlling their destiny. They were ancestors, heroes, and benefactors who, after a life on Earth, were transported to the heavens, where they continued to rule over earthly affairs. The basis of mythology is the worship of the solar Great Father, the Lunar Great Mother, and all the celestial bodies. In many ancient cultures, Venus was thought to be a supernatural entity or deity, such as Inanna Ishtar in Mesopotamia, Hathor in ancient Egypt, Shukra in India, Aphrodite in Greece, and Venus in Rome. Venus is often associated with love, beauty, romance, and desire. In astrology, Venus represents relationships, attraction, luxury, and charm. It symbolizes interpersonal desires, harmony, feminine energy, and the appreciation of beauty and art. Venus's energy is linked to divine feminine qualities such as grace, balance, and the nurturing aspects of life. Additionally, the planet Venus is recognized for its archetype as the lover. In occult astrology mythology, Venus is linked to the balancing and artistic energies that promote emotional fulfillment, abundance, and soul evolution. Venus is also associated with the planetary intelligence of love, representing healing and the integration of light and dark for transformation and awakening. It is linked to the heart chakra Anahata, which governs love, compassion, beauty, and emotional harmony. In esoteric traditions, Venus is also linked to the cosmic patterns of divine feminine geometry and the evolutionary path of love as a transformative, healing, and awakening force in human consciousness and the universe. Venusian energy is invoked in various magical disciplines and tarot, where it corresponds to the Empress, which symbolizes fertility, beauty, creativity, and abundance. In astrology, Venus governs how individuals express creativity, affection, what they find beautiful, and how they approach relationships. Venus is the ruler of Taurus and Libra and is exalted in Pisces. For example, Venus in Libra shows a strong desire for harmony, balance, and beauty in relationships and one's environment. Each Venus sign offers a clear view into your inner warrior and motivator. It is a natural ruler of the seventh house in Libra, showing romantic pursuits, charming partners, and creative or playful activities like art, music, or drama. Venus' position in the zodiac and its aspects to other planets influence how its energy is expressed in an individual's life and chart. Venus stays in each sign of the zodiac for about 1 month. Your Venus sign shows how you approach relationships of the heart, as well as what gives you pleasure, how you spend money, and express your creativity. Venus is associated with Friday. The word Friday comes from the Old English word Frigidag, which means Frigga's day. Frigga is the Germanic goddess of love and marriage, and the name is a translation of the Latin term Dies Veneris, meaning Day of Venus. It is linked to both the goddess Frigga and the Roman goddess Venus, symbolizing love and fertility. In Romance languages is Venere in Romanian, Vendredi in French, Viernes in Spanish, and Venerdì in Italian. In Chinese astrology, Venus is identified as Jianqing, the gold star. It is associated with the West, autumn, contraction, strength, clarity, and specific organs like the lungs and large intestine. In Jyotish, Vedic astrology of India, Venus is Shukra. The word Shukra literally means clear, bright in Sanskrit. Shukra Venus plays a significant role in Vedic astrological charts as the planet of love, beauty, luxury, and relationships, signifying romance, creativity, and material comforts. Venus is a Rajasic planet in Jyotish. Venus' movement through the Nakshatras, lunar mansions, symbolizes the unfolding of different aspects of wisdom, inner growth, and transformation. Here's a summary of Venus' interpretation and meanings in astrology. Western astrology, tropical. Venus symbolizes love, beauty, harmony, attraction, relationships, pleasure, arts, creativity, and the enjoyment of comfort and luxury. It is considered a symbol of the qualities that bring happiness and connection in both emotional and material realms. Sidereal astrology, Vedic. In sidereal astrology, which is closely aligned with Vedic astrology principles, Venus is regarded as a benefic planet that bestows luxury, aesthetic sense, and talent, especially in creative pursuits. In the birth chart, Venus influences areas related to marriage, spouse, beauty, wealth, and prosperity. This alignment makes Shukra's sign in a sidereal chart different from a tropical one, reflecting the current rather than an ancient celestial position. This sidereal system, often used in Vedic astrology, accounts for the precession of the equinoxes, which has caused the two zodiac systems to drift apart over time. It carries a more astronomical basis and incorporates wider cosmic influences such as lunar nodes, Rahu and Ketu, and Nakshatras, lunar mansions. The sidereal system emphasizes the physical reality of celestial positions, considered crucial for precise predictions and remedies within a system that integrates karmic and dharmic concepts unique to Vedic thought. In Vedic astrology, there are also time cycles called Dasha and Antardasha, periods of life ruled by a planet, Venus in this case, highlighting potential challenges and results related to its transits and aspects. Both systems view Venus as a symbol of love, beauty, creativity, and fertility, though the sidereal approach is more astronomically exact and tied to Vedic philosophy, while tropical astrology emphasizes psychological identity and seasonal symbolism. The modern glyph, a circle with a cross underneath, comes from the Renaissance and is the alchemy symbol for copper, symbolizing the female sex. The glyph can have multiple meanings. Cross representing matter or the physical world. Circle represents the mystical element. The glyph represents the union and harmony between transcendental and earthly realms. Venus is also incredibly important in a practice known as astral medicine or medical astrology. In medical astrology, Venus rules the eyes, throat, chin, cheeks, kidneys, urinary bladder, reproductive system, tonsils, tongue, and parts of the brain. A strong Venus enhances healing abilities, promotes relaxation, and supports vitality. An afflicted Venus can develop hormonal imbalances, sugar cravings, kidney issues, and venereal diseases. In Ayurveda, Shukra represents the water element and is strongly associated with the Kapha and Vata doshas, body types. To manage Venus's influence, it's important to maintain physical and environmental hygiene, nurture healthy relationships, and engage in creative activities. Favor foods that are naturally sweet, heavy, moist, cooling, and fatty. Astrological considerations. In Vedic astrology, Venus is also a symbol for the arts and talents, such as music and painting, and is considered a significator of happiness and a joyful life. It is considered beneficial, especially when well placed, bringing abundance, good luck, and financial success. By understanding Venus's influence in one's birth chart, individuals can take preventative measures to support their health and well-being, focusing on healthy practices and addressing potential issues indicated by its placement. The occult meanings of Venus highlight its role as the divine principle of love, harmony, beauty, and creative manifestation. Esoterically, Venus is also associated with transformation, rebirth, harmony, and bringing unity between opposites. In occult astrology, Venus is considered not just a physical celestial body, but a cosmic and transcendental force that shapes the inner self and connects our earthly experience to the absolute. Interpretation in sidereal and tropical astrology. Sidereal astrology, Vedic. Venus's placement by zodiac sign in the sidereal astrology, specifically Vedic, Jyotish, natal chart, reveals how the soul's core qualities manifest through personality, behavior, and life purpose. Venus in Aries, Mesha, adventurous and impulsive in love, passionate, direct, it enjoys excitement and physical activity. It seeks independence and can be competitive in relationships. Venus in Taurus, Vrishaba. Venus is strong and well placed here. It values stability, security, and material comfort. It has a refined taste. It is possessive and drawn to wealth and beauty. Venus in Gemini, Mithuna, charming, playful, and communicative. It seeks variety and new experiences, preferring a partner who is intellectually stimulating and a friend. Venus in Cancer, Karka, nurturing, emotional, and sensitive in relationships, deep emotional connection and security, often valuing family life. Venus in Leo, Simha, dramatic, warm-hearted, and generous in love. It craves attention, admiration, and expresses affection greatly. Venus in Virgo, Kanya, Venus is debilitated here, leading to more practical, analytical, and sometimes critical expressions of love. There might be challenges with perfectionism affecting relationships. Venus in Libra, Tula, Venus rules Libra, making it a powerful placement. Venus here is balanced, diplomatic, social, and values harmony, partnership, and beauty. Venus in Scorpio, Vrishika, it brings intensity, loyalty, and emotional depth in relationships, passionate but can be possessive or jealous. Venus in Sagittarius, Danu, seeking freedom and adventure in love. It values honesty, optimism, and intellectual growth with partners. Venus in Capricorn, Makar, cautious, responsible, it values long-term commitment and material security in relationships. Venus in Aquarius, Kumbha, it values friendship, uniqueness, and independence in love. Relationships are intellectual and unconventional. Venus in Pisces, Meena, Venus is exalted here and shows compassion, empathy, spirituality, and romantic idealism. Relationships tend to be deeply emotional and imaginative. Understanding Venus' position within one's Vedic chart offers profound insight into our core identity, leadership potential, health, and how we radiate life energy into the world. Tropical Astrology. Venus in tropical astrology governs affection, comfort, creativity, and the appreciation of beauty in all forms, modifying these qualities according to the characteristics of each zodiac sign. Venus in Aries, passionate, bold, and direct in love. It enjoys excitement and pursues relationships vigorously, often showing a spontaneous and energetic romantic style. Venus in Taurus. Venus is very comfortable here as it rules Taurus. This placement values stability, comfort, beauty, and physical pleasures, sensual, loyal, and attracted to luxury and material security. Venus in Gemini, playful, flirtatious, and communicative approach to relationships. Variety, intellectual stimulation, and socializing are important. Venus in Cancer, nurturing, caring, sensitive, and emotionally connected. It seeks security and deep emotional bonds in love. Venus in Leo, it expresses love dramatically and generously. It enjoys admiration and affection. It loves romance in a bold, warm-hearted way. Venus in Virgo, practical and sometimes critical in love. It expresses affection through service. More reserved or cautious in relationships. Venus in Libra. Venus rules Libra, making this a strong placement. Charming and diplomatic. It seeks harmony and partnership with a refined sense of aesthetics. Venus in Scorpio, intense, passionate, and deeply loyal love. Possessive, it craves emotional depth and transformative relationships. Venus in Sagittarius, it loves freedom, adventure, and honest communication. It seeks partners who share their love of exploration and learning. Venus in Capricorn, cautious. It values commitment, responsibility, and stability in relationships, expressing love through practical means and long-term planning. Venus in Aquarius, it values independence and unconventional relationships, intellectual love, and attracted to uniqueness. Venus in Pisces, Venus is exalted here. This placement is romantic, compassionate, idealistic, and attuned to the soul, expressing love through empathy and imagination. Venus's occult meanings converge on wisdom, abundance, and creativity, with sidereal astrology incorporating cosmic and karmic realism, whereas Western astrology frames it in terms of symbolic, psychological, and seasonal cycles within the tropical year. These interpretations align with syncretic, occult, and esoteric traditions, viewing Venus as a catalyst for action and transformation. These occult perspectives deepen the understanding of Venus in personal charts by viewing it as a guide to higher purpose, enlightenment, and the integration of the self with divine consciousness, thus enhancing astrology's role as a tool for mystical evolution rather than just personality analysis. What do you think of the role of Venus in astrology? Let us know in the comments, subscribe, and share the video with every person you know. Stay tuned for upcoming courses, tarot readings, new alternative research, and more. See you on the next one.